Welcome into Week 13 of the Tyrone Shorter Show here on PowerCatsTV. I'm your host, Robbie Donahoe. The Wildcats continuing on in the postseason as they defeat Yazoo City 30-12 last Friday. We now welcome in your head coach of the Wildcats, Tyrone Shorter. And Coach, everyone's wearing long sleeves today. Apparently, I didn't get the memo. It's cold and chilly outside. This is football weather, though, right?
It is. It's football weather. It's better than that 100-degree weather when we first started.
Amen. Praise be to that. All right, so let's talk about that game Friday night. It was a tale of two halves. First half didn't seem like that was the Louisville team we come to expect. Second half, they seemed like they came back. What did you tell that team at halftime? I know you said you didn't get on them or you didn't yell, but what did you tell them at halftime to basically be like, look, we need to get rolling here? We
just came in at halftime, and I spoke to the whole team at first. I just told them that, we're not playing Wildcat football. We sloppy. We just turned the ball over. We haven't turned the ball over in 8 weeks, and we had 3 turnovers the first half, and that's what killed our offense, our drive in the first half. And we just, on defense, we were just sloppy, one lining up right, missing tackles. We just was like a focus because I think what was going on, it was senior night. A lot of things was going on at first, but you really can't have those distractions and stuff during the playoffs. So we got that behind us, but I wanted our seniors to have senior night because they missed their senior night. So I definitely wanted them to have their senior night. But we got the W, and that's all that matters.
Do you throw away that first half tape and be like, look, this is what we need to focus on second half, or do you look at both sides like, we can't do this again against a good team next week?
Yeah, we focused on yesterday that we showed them now. The first half, we just turned the ball over. I mean, it's nothing that Yazoo did to us. We just turned the ball over, just simple, careless mistakes. And defensively, we were just missing tackles and one communicating. And that was it. We evaluate the film. We watched the films with the kids on yesterday. And that's the game behind us. So it was better. Like I said, we had a great week of practice last week. It was just that Friday came. There was so much stuff going on. But the kids, they know, and the kids had better attitudes, and they coming into this on yesterday. So, we're going to be ready to go on Friday.
Do the kids kind of now realize that you said it before the game that, look, don't let this be your last game? Do they kind of get it like now that, okay, anyone can beat us from here on out?
Yeah, I talked to some of the kids. I talked to, Dre and Brown, and a lot of the kids were like, man, it kind of scared them the first half because it was close. But they came out and they played Wildcat football the second half, and we did what we wanted to do on offense. We set them out for 2 quarters on defense, and we got back to playing the way we've been playing for the last 8-9 weeks.
So we turn the page now. We now focus to our playoff game coming up this Friday night against Pontotoc, a team that, again, we played them last year. We were able to beat them last year in the playoffs. So, again, facing another team that we are familiar with. So how do you make sure that last week doesn't happen again where they are too familiar with the opponent and they feel like they can just walk in and win that game?
Well, last year, by me watching the film on last year against Pontotoc, it's going to be a chippy game. It's going to be a game that, going to be high intense football game. But our kids, they familiar with them, but they realize it's a playoff. That was last year. This is this year now. A lot of new starters for us and a lot of new starters for them. So, it's going to be a second round match. That's going to be a good football game. They got a good football team, and we have a good football team as well. And we know we just can't go in making a lot of mistakes against that team. And our kids going to be ready to go. They fired up. I think a lot of stuff that went on last year, they were telling me about some of the stuff that went on in the game last year. But I saw it on film. But, our kids going to be ready to play. They're going to be up for Pontotoc, and it's the second round, and they know they got to have a good game.
There's some rumblings out there that now there's the blueprint to beat Louisville, is what Yazoo City did. I know that makes you laugh, but I have to ask you, how does that make you feel, and how does that make this team feel that, okay, everyone knows the way to beat Louisville now?
Nah, I mean, if you look at that first half against Yazoo, we was our worst enemy last week. It's nothing really that Yazoo did. You know, we just didn't communicate defensively, and we turned the ball over. So if we don't turn the ball over, we protect the football, and we can be able to run the football and be balanced like we've been being. It's going to be hard to beat us, you know, and I'm not worried about our defense. You know, like I told our defense, you know, teams might get a run against us. They might score a touchdown. They might get a drive against us, but that don't break us. You know, we're gonna be playing some good football teams in these playoffs, and they might get a first down or two. But you know, that's Friday night wasn't the blueprint to beat us. I can guarantee you that.
That's all I wanted to hear as a fan. That's just what I want to hear. All right, what's the key then for Friday? How do you make sure that you come into this game and you get the job done?
Well, obviously we got to be more focused. You know, going into the ball game, we got to be more focused. We got to protect the football. We cannot turn the football over offensively, and defensively we have to be sound. We no matter what formation they give us, what type of offense they give us, we have to be able to line up to it and be sound to it. We can't make mistakes. We can't blow coverage because, you know, they can throw the football and they can run the football as well. You know, back to offense, we got to be balanced. I think we got to be balanced on offense, and we got to play good special team. They got some guys in the second, in their return game that, you know, can hurt you in the return game if you allow them to. So we just got to be good on all three phases of the ball game. You know, at this point, you know, in the playoffs, you got to be good in all three phases. So we got to play together as a team, and you know, and I feel like if we do that, we got a great game plan. I feel like we're gonna be fine.
It'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff time at RE Hinze Stadium coming up this Friday. We know it's going to be cold again, so just be ready to be bundled up, but we need a great crowd on hand here at Louisville High School Friday night when we take on the Pontotoc Warriors as we look to continue our run back to Hattiesburg as we are locked in for 10. We got a promo video coming out Thursday. I know everyone got hyped up about last week, so hopefully this one will do it again. Obviously, he's back in it again with some words of wisdom, so we'll look forward to that. All right, that does it for Week 13, if you can believe it. Hopefully, we got a few more weeks to go before we wrap this on up. For Tyrone Shorter, I'm Robbie Donahoe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you Friday here at Louisville High School.